The agency bosses explain that season finale Betrayal, and how current US politics will factor into Season 2. The Season 1 finale of the agency ends with Michael Fassbender's Martian in nearly the same emotional space as he was when the show began, longing to be reunited with Dr. Samir Zahir, Jodie Turner-Smith, the Sudanese anthropology professor he fell in love with while stationed as a CIA operative in Ethiopia. However, their inability to be together is no longer just a matter of distance and duty to one's country, as it once was when Martian ended their relationship upon returning to his post in London to resume life under the cover of Paul Lewis. It's now one of life and death, as Martian's failed attempt to recruit Samir to the CIA has not only put her life in danger, but also his own when he agrees to become a double agent for the UK's Secret Intelligence Service in an attempt to save her. The episode, aptly titled Overtaken by Events, is an action-packed ending to a slow burn of an inaugural season that saw the CIA nab a major win by successfully executing Operation Felix and facilitating the return of Coyote, Alex Resnick, an agent who was held for ransom by a Russian mercenary group when his cover was blown in Belarus. Daniela Dani Ruiz Morata Sora Lightfoot Leon also completed Part 1 of her mission to uncover Iranian nuclear engineers, landing in Tehran, Iran, with her professor, Reza Brajurdi, where she'll continue to work undercover. And Martian, who spent the season going rogue to satisfy his own personal interests, must now exist in a world where he ultimately answers to senior MI6 official James Richardson Hugh Bonneville, who exploits his desperation for Samir and manipulates him into being his mole. This is a world where everybody's playing chess against everybody else, says John Henry Butterworth, who co-created the Showtime espionage thriller, which is based on the French series Le Bureau de Legends, with brother Jez Butterworth. Martian treats James as a friend and asks him for a favor, and instantly this man weaponizes it and uses it against him. He sees Martian having a personal vulnerability, and he uses it as a professional weakness, and suddenly he's on him. He's controlling him, and he owns him, and Martian has to try and get out of that trap in order to survive. Below, the Butterworths talk with a Hollywood reporter about Martian's decision to betray his country and what it symbolizes. They also dive into plot points for Season 2, following the show's early renewal, including whether they'll explore the global issues currently unfolding with the incoming U.S. administration. Going back to the early stages of development, why did you choose to set the intelligence agency in London versus the U.S.? Jay-Z originally, it was going to be in Italy. John Henry, it was always about a foreign station house, so it was always not going to be in the U.S. Jay-Z, it was the U.S. abroad, and so we looked around for where it could be, and, of course, looked everywhere except on our own doorstep, and then discovered that it felt like the best place to set it for a whole bunch of reasons. One of them was that it would happen on our doorstep, laughs. But the main thing was this is based on a French original, and when you're looking for events and locales, it felt like it came into focus when we looked at it through a London lens.